guys, Tim here. Started a new channel this week. It's going to be the top 5 tech videos, in my opinion, that everybody should watch. So this is the week ending on Saturday, and this week will be in the description. I believe it's May 11th. First we have the Tech Quickie channel, and the video I think people should watch is the 4K versus 1080p as fast as possible. It's an excellent explanation of the differences between 4K and basically what's 1K. The Tech Quickies are really good kind of if you want to get a brief overview of certain components. It's definitely a good channel to check out. Next we're going to go to Hardware Canucks, which is my personal favorite channel for case reviews. They definitely, in my opinion, do some of the best jobs, especially with the editing and look of the channel, of the videos, and just the general information imparted. They definitely tend to go a step further, where they'll actually do builds, they'll actually good points, bad points, test things out. Their content flow is a little slower, but definitely the videos they review are well worth a watch. And this one's specifically the Cougar Spike Mini Tower. So this is not cheap, it's value oriented, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And it's definitely got some awesome features. They make some really good points about the case, and if you're doing a mini ATX build and need a decent quality, decent priced case, this one has some great features. Our third video this week is going to come from NASA CPAS, which is parachute ascent something or another that I've totally now spaced out on, but there we go. Airdrop parachute development. Sure. What it is cool is, for the first time since the early 70s, we get to see those awesome 3 parachutes off a space capsule, the striped orange and white that I spent a lot of time as a kid watching, and definitely nice to see America going back to space in that format rather than the shuttle program. At least we're staying invested in what's going on, though I would love to see NASA get more funding from the US government. That aside, the video that we're going to look at this week is one of the airdrop tests. It's actually dropped out of the back of an Air Force cargo plane, and it's pretty cool. It's a little windy. I wish they would have edited the audio a little bit, but if you want to see some of the early test phases that a lot of people didn't have a chance to see during the Apollo missions, you'd have to assume that the Apollo drops were roughly similar, granted in a different airplane. Our fourth video is going to be from DICE, which I don't actually plan to do many videos that are promoted by large companies. I tend to like either government stuff or third-party stuff, or things along those lines, where it's people trying to get out the word on things, or people doing cool little channel, like we'll do some minute physics someday, just because that's one of my favorite channels on all of YouTube. But DICE did a video on computer science grads. Here's the 5 hot jobs to look at. I watched it with a lot of, well, we'll see what they say. But they actually do make some good points. If you are in college, you are doing a CS degree, or you're getting ready to go into college, or you're getting ready to go back to school as a second education, definitely watch the video. They make some good points, and I think a lot more people should apply these points, not just to computer science or the computer industry, but just industries in general. There's some good points about looking at where the market's going and what trends there are. So that's a good video to watch. It's definitely educational, and sure, it's by DICE, so I couldn't remember if they pimp out their website at the end of it or not, but worth a watch. The fifth video this week is from Tech It Tomorrow, which is Elric's channel. He's doing some Newegg TV stuff now, and he was formerly with motherboards.org. The video is fastest GPU on the planet. Is it the 7990 or is it the GTX 690? So this is a great video. He does a really good job talking about the differences and what's going on. The one thing that I wish he would have done in the video that I didn't see was doing frame rating, because as a lot of you that watch PC Per know, runt frames are a big issue with any Crossfire AMD card right now. So they're working on a driver fix for that, which will be epic when it comes out. I've seen some early testing of that driver, and it does seem to resolve a lot of the issues. But, you know, we're still months away from that driver being publicly available. So until then, in my opinion, anything that's a Crossfire versus SLI, the SLI cards win, even if they're slower. Because when you're using Fraps, Fraps is looking at frame rate. Runt frames count into frame rate in Fraps. So it's not a great way to actually decide what your frame rate is. Once the runt frames go away, then we'll see, just how fast the 7990 versus the 690 actually is. But by then, the 700 series of AMD cards will probably be out. So will there be a 790? Who knows? So that's, Computech should have some announcements next week. But this is definitely a great watch. Keep in mind right now, if the OpenCL stuff for Adobe is coming out soon. I use Adobe Premiere to edit these videos. So for me right now, CUDA is still, saves me a lot of time on encoding and rendering. So I tend to stick with NVIDIA GPUs, but Elric makes some good points in this video, and I think you guys should all check it out. So this is Tim for TimmyTechTV. Those are our 5 videos of the week. We'll see you next week with 5 new videos.